All right, I'm making this video to give a better explanation of 2A and 2C and then 3B and what I was expecting on those, and I figured that making a video would be easier than typing it into an email. And so looking at this problem here, I saw one of the questions was I thought that the angles were congruent because the lines were parallel. Well, this is in the review that was the case, because in my directions in the review I said, all right, SM or VT were to have been parallel. And if they were parallel, we could have used they were corresponding angles and said the angles were congruent and used angle-angle similarity. But here, I never state that these lines are parallel. And so there is nothing in this diagram that says the lines are parallel. There's nothing in the statement. And so we can't use that same fact as we did in the review. So we need to look for another way to show these triangles are similar. And the way to do that on this problem was to do side angle side, because they share angle M. Oops, gotta use a different color. They share angle M, and we should see that MS is proportional to MV, because that would have been 34 divided by 20, and you would have had an answer there, hopefully getting a zoom factor of, I believe, 1.7. And then the other one would have been needing MN to be proportional to MT, which would have been, I believe, 42.5. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I believe it's 42.5 over 25. And that should hopefully give you the same zoom factor to say, okay, these sides are proportional and M is equal to M, so I have side angle side here. Okay, so that's what I was looking for in part A. In part B, in part C, I was looking for a similarity statement. And a similarity statement, again, is triangle. And in our case, you can fill the letters in however you want as long as the order is correct, but it would be triangle blank, blank, blank is similar to triangle blank, blank, blank. And we got to make sure that the order of the letters is correct. So if you use MSN, that you use the correct MVT, or you can use any combination as long as the letters follow the correct order when you do your similarity statement here. All right, we're going to go to 3B here. This is one that majority of people messed up on. We had that writing two different equivalent ratios here. And equivalent ratio is what a lot of people did. A lot of people did, where they would do 22 divided by 8. That equals, and let me use my calculator quick, 22 divided by 8, 2.75. And then they would say that 5.5 divided by 2. And let's check it to make sure. Yes, is 2.75. Well, that's not even, that is an equivalent ratio in a way, but my equivalent ratios, when we discussed them in class, you would have to set these fractions equal to each other. And so you would have 22 over 8 equals 5.5 over 2. And so even if you had this top part, I gave you a point for it, but really what I wanted to see was, okay, you have one equivalent ratio here. Now that's one way we can make an equivalent ratio out of this problem, but there are others, and so I wanted another one as well. And an example here for another equivalent ratio could have been 8 divided by 2 equals 22 divided by 5.5. Okay, and I can write that in here. 8 divided by 2 equals 22 divided by 5.5. And if you did what I did above here, and you actually did the division, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 22 divided by 5.5 is 4. And so the equivalent ratio makes sense. And I have two different equivalent ratios, and that would have been the 1 point and the second point. So, well, you're going through it again. This one, I think you'll find it easy to correct and easy to find on the next test to do it right, or on the retake, sorry, to do it right. If you're confused about anything as you are going through your corrections, always just reach out and ask. I'm happy to answer in an email or make another one of these videos.